Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Rob and Sean Show. It's your boy Sean, and
Boy Rob.
we're back again with another killer episode. Today, we're going to be talking about old
Nostalgia.
cartoons. Nostalgia? Yeah. Old cartoons we
Nostalgia.
watched.
The stall.
Why are you saying it like that?
The
Yeah,
stall.
no, bro. And we were just thinking, what would be a fun episode? I was thinking about the old cartoons we used to watch growing up because I keep seeing them on HBO Max, cartoons I watched at the end of like my cartoon watching days. So we decided to serial through the eras of the late '90s, early 2000s, late 2000s is when we kind of like watched cartoons growing up, and then stopped.
The list for 2010 stuff is I don't know a lot. I don't know if you will. So that one will be interesting for sure. I mean, 99s, the 90s, and the 2000s are definitely the shit I did watch.
'99, I am a little bit versed in. So yeah, I think that'll be good because you'll be able to, you know,
No, yeah,
fill
dude,
the gaps
90s
for me.
cartoons were my shit.
Okay, well, start going through the '90s cartoons, and then let's just start seeing how we feel about them, and then let's give them like a rating off of our memory of them as a kid. And if I don't know anything about it, like just recommend it to me if I think I should watch it now and maybe still enjoy it. You know, like a good example that everyone knows, the Batman the Animated Series. It's pretty
Goated.
cheesy, pretty classic, pretty old, but
Dude, I mean,
it's.
like, and even like they didn't reboot it, but there's now Batman: The Caped
Sorry, my cat's
Crusader
going
on
over crazy.
Amazon,
I'm
and
messing
it's
on him.
pretty cool. I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
Oh yeah, right when we're recording. That show is something I could recommend easily to you. Now, if you didn't
No,
know
I've
anything,
watched
you like
that.
Batman.
I've watched all
Yeah,
the DC shit, bro. I'm a
yeah,
DC guy.
exactly. So that's the example of like I'd recommend it to you. So go ahead and just start going down the list, and we'll just talk about
So
it.
I mean, I don't know Tiny Toons Adventures or this Tailspin or Doug. I mean, I've heard of Doug, never seen it. But
Oh
the
wait,
first
Rob.
one,
Before we keep going, let me just say the video I'm playing in the
oh,
background, just for
video.
like fun background footage, is Cartoon Network Saturday Morning Cartoons 2003 full episodes. Childhood Network. I don't know if that's gonna get him in trouble, but this is just what I'm playing as background footage.
We gave him a shout out. That means we're safe.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
how it
yeah.
works. We're
How it
lawyers.
works. Anyways, go ahead. Tell me your first cartoon.
The first one that I know that I've seen, I mean, I wasn't the biggest fan of it. It was pretty fucking weird. Was the Ren and Stimpy show? I don't know. I mean,
That's
you've
the
seen.
one with what are they? They're like dogs, right?
I
What
don't
are they?
know what they are. Like, they're just cartoon characters. They're just. I mean, they look like a dog and a cat, maybe, but I don't. I don't know.
The and the dynamic was they were just really goofy,
Oh no, yeah, yeah.
wacky, silly.
Ren is a Chihuahua and Stimpy is a cat.
Oh, okay. And they were just like
They're just like,
anthropomorphic creatures that
yeah,
just
just
goofy
got into
things.
some really weird ass stuff, man.
I know their voices were really funny. I think that there was a lot of stereotypes with like the way that they sounded to be. All of a sudden, your camera's fucking up like crazy,
I don't
Rob.
know why. Like all of a sudden, like.
We were
I had it
the
fine
rent.
the whole time we were just sitting here, but all of a
Oh,
sudden
you're
I'm
fine.
like,
The Red and Stimpy show, like, I think their voices sound kind of funny. Like they sound like, to me, I don't know. I'm probably
what
way
are you
off. It sounds like a
doing,
stereotype
Stimpy?
of like Mexicans.
No, Ren. Cause Stimpy
Stimpy,
like
like,
this.
bro, isn't it like a joke off like Mexican people? Is that just me? Like the early
Well, no,
'90s, like that would make sense.
who? No, Ren is okay. No, Ren is the one that talks like this, and Stimpy just kind of talks. He's the slow one.
Maybe I'm way off. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Ren is
but,
the only one who gives me Mexican vibes. Maybe.
I mean, not to be racist, but he is a Chihuahua.
I'm so happy you said that because when you said not to be racist, but everyone's like, oh shit. All right,
I
well, I
don't.
didn't like that show either. My dad, I guess, watched it and thought it was cool, but
I
not
didn't.
my
I
thing.
did
Not my
not.
thing.
Like every time I was watching late night cartoons and that came on, I was like, "Oh, I've been watching TV too long."
I guess it's because a lot of the jokes were like
No,
more.
they're really adult oriented. Like I don't know what
Yeah,
the.
but it was a bit too much where it just didn't. It resonate with me, I guess.
I was not a big fan. I mean, a lot of
I
other
was
people
pretty
seem
young
to
too.
really like it for some reason. Like it's got some weird cult following. I mean, I can kind of see why.
They have a reboot, I think. They think they had a reboot, right?
I know
Or
they
was it a
rebooted
cat dog
Animaniacs for
show?
like a movie or some shit.
Yeah, the next one. Oh, Animaniacs. You want to talk about
Yo, good transition. Animaniacs.
that?
I never seen it.
So yeah, it's like three little. I would say
Little
like Looney
cartoon dude.
Tunes characters. They're like yeah, and they're like siblings. Oh, no worries. Is it an important phone call? Oh, an important phone call. I should probably put my thing on silent too. Actually,
No, come back.
hold on, I'm back.
Sorry, I was getting a phone call.
I was just putting my thing on do not disturb. So Animaniacs is three like little like they're like bunny looking things. They're kind of like Looney Tunes. They're
Uh,
very like closely related to Looney Tunes.
Zany Adventures of a Trio of 1930s Animated Characters in the Modern World. 99
And
episodes.
their jokes just were like even today if you watch some of them dude they're pretty funny like they're not like I will say yeah it's a bit for kids but it also is the jokes still kind of land. I would say like if you like look up some YouTube clips you'd enjoy a few YouTube clips. I
I
would say
mean, I've
maybe
seen a
not like a
clip
full
about
episode.
it. I'd have to watch a full episode. I don't know. I mean,
Well that's what
I'm
I'm saying but
I'm a
I don't
stubborn
think
little
you would
bitch, so
love it.
I'm just like over here like, I don't know, man. It's not my cup of tea. I don't fuck with that shit, bro. I'm just like, I don't know, man.
You
Like,
should. I mean, like, listen, watch some of their like really famous YouTube videos because a lot of the clips blow up because they're just so funny. So maybe watch one of those, see if it's like your cup of tea. But I've never personally watched a full episode. I watched their movie, so that's what
never,
I've seen.
never seen
That was
any
good.
of it.
It was good from what I remembered. I don't remember. Yeah, so I can't really give these ones a rating still.
Yeah. Another one. I mean, I watched it in passing. Once again, not the biggest fan. Rugrats.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of babies. Yeah, Kayana's given a face of disapproval. Like, who wants to watch babies do
Right?
things?
And what do they do? Like, what can they
Iconic
do?
characters. I love the theme music slaps. Like it
Dude,
goes
the
hard.
animation was weird. Like, the babies just look so weird.
It
I
looks
don't
weird to
know.
you. I thought, yeah, it looked a bit weird to me, but I think the just the idea of
No,
watching a bunch
no,
of
you
babies
know what it
do
was?
things
When they
wasn't
did
what I wanted
something
to
gross
watch.
with, like, boogers or something, it was like, that animation grossed me out. It was like, when they did
No, I
something gross,
understand.
I was like, that's a little, I don't know why you gotta animate it like that. This is gross.
You didn't
Like,
like the art style.
yeah, I was like, I get, like, it's gross and it's supposed to be funny, but, like, it's gross first. It's like,
What
it's still gross, bro.
yeah, if I've seen some iconic characters and clips, and they'll always be funny, but they're just not. It's not for me. Rugrats is not for me either.
Not for me either.
I feel like we're gonna get a lot of hate for just saying how much we
No, we're gonna
dislike.
get a lot of hate. Probably already get a lot of. I mean, I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for Animaniacs. But like, yeah,
Nah. Animation just it's fun. It's fine. It's not like amazing. It's just it was it's a cult classic, you know.
yeah.
Do Not Disturb is a great mode, Rob. You're fine. The way you react is like he's like you're about to get fired or I'm about to beat you.
Fuck,
You
fuck,
go shit. Oh god, I'm getting a call on camera. Sean's gonna kill me.
fuck. I'm gonna lose
I'm
my
fucking up.
podcast. Like
What
this
was the
one,
next show you were thinking of? Or
it
thing?
counts kind of both as 90s and now 2020s because they rebooted it, the X-Men animated series.
Oh yeah, you watched a bit of that,
I
right? The
watched
new one.
I watched the new season. It's not bad. I'm not
Did
first
you watch
couple
the
of,
old one ever?
I watched it in passing. Like I watched episodes just like all out of order, so I never knew the
This is the
overarching
really
story.
famous X-Men cartoon, right?
Yeah, from
I
the
would
1992 to 97, and then the reboot's called X-Men: The Animated Series '97 because it just kind of.
Yeah, it looks like the same style. I like X-Men. I see I don't know. I never gave it a chance growing up, but now that I
I
like
dug it.
superheroes now, I'd give it a chance. I don't know if I love it, but I give it a chance as an adult, you know what I mean? It'd probably be
Yeah,
fun.
I mean, I'd watch the first one first because the new one's definitely like you can tell they're trying. The unfortunate thing is Marvel is running out of ideas, so they are just kind of grasping at straws. That's my only problem.
Fair enough, fair enough.
I mean, I watched once again. This one I watched in passing. This one comes from '90s to the 2000s. Is Beavis and Butthead?
Oh, yeah, those guys that was like something my uncle watched. That's like older like teenagers watched that. I definitely didn't watch that growing up. I was a
It was
baby.
so funny. It was always like that thing you would watch with your friends, like, "Yo, dude, this shit's fucking hilarious, man. They're just fucking idiots."
Fire, yeah. Dude made so many fucking delinquent kids do stupid shit because they wanted to be like Beavis and Butthead. Yeah, fire, yeah. Fuck, dude, so fucking stupid.
Yo, bro,
They
let's
are
fucking
pretty funny. They're great characters, and I think for the time of the '90s, they just fit, man. The angsty like
yeah.
feel, but nowadays it just seems like a bit crude and just like annoying at a point, you know?
Yeah, because like there's not a lot to do back then. Bad.
Yeah.
Dare the word. Rat.
But today's standard of like humor comes from that though, the whole like obnoxious what's
Like
it?
in your face, like oh they're troublemakers.
Adolescent humor, yeah.
What are they gonna do? It's nothing too crazy, but it's like
I think it would hold up for an adult, but I think that maybe I have to give it a try. I think I have to give it a
yeah,
hard try because I think it's got like dry humor that I'm not paying attention to. I don't know if it's just dumb adolescent boy humor, you know.
yeah.
I do love that. I do love adolescent boy humor. I love South Park, you know.
No, I love South Park. I still watch it.
Yeah.
What about
Next up,
you? Ever watch Two Stupid Dogs?
never heard of that in my life.
That one, I mean, it's a little obscure. There's only 26 episodes, but it was hella funny because there's this hella skinny, small fucking hot dog, fucking wiener dog. God damn it, I said hot dog. And this big ass, just big dog, and like the wiener dog's always like coming up with like crazy ideas, but like the big dog just doesn't really care. But like the wiener dog needs the big dog because like the big dog he's the big dog. He's like, yo
Yeah.
man, we gotta go fucking steal these hot dogs and stuff. Come on, I was like, all right, I guess. Like, no, all right. And he's like, every time the small dog's like, all right, we just gotta kick down the door. Gotta kick down the door. Gotta kick down the door. And then the guy's like, you gotta open the door. It's like, yeah, yeah. It's just like, it's hella, it was
Rob, I'm laughing, but I have no idea the context of the show you're explaining. I'm having a hard time
like
grasping the straw.
that, it was just like the wiener dog would always try and do something crazy, and like the big dog would like do it passively because like he could. Like it was hard for the wiener dog and it was easy for the big dog. But like the
Yeah.
big dog was like really oblivious. He didn't really care about. It was just like doing his thing. It was a
Well,
kid show.
would you kids show? You wouldn't recommend it?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you maybe if you're really really stoned.
Well, yeah, I'm
I
not
mean,
interested.
not
Next show.
really. Like it's
I change channels. Next show.
no, yeah, it's more of a just like yeah, you watched this one. I personally really loved. I rewatched it like 5 years ago. Gargoyles.
Ooh, that's something I watched bits of. Gargoyles. I know that
Dude,
everyone's really into that drama.
it's fucking hype, bro. I rewatched it and it still holds up. Except last season doesn't. Last season does not. They did time
Last
travel and
season, fun.
shit. Got really fucking stupid, but it holds up. It's pretty good.
Wow.
Like all the things they talk about. Like I mean, the gargoyles are a metaphor for racism. So like, there's a lot of that stuff. It's really nice. Like it's really well done. It's
It's
really
really
well
good.
done.
Okay, that you'd recommend that to an adult. Got it.
Oh yeah,
Gargoyles. I know.
I
Sure, but
rewatched it like 5 years ago. Loved it last season, but like it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
would you rate? What would you give it a score out of 10?
Like a 6.5, maybe a 7.
Half.
It's definitely above average. Like I mean, it's still a little older, so I mean, it's
It's not
still
mediocre. It's not
yeah.
boring, but it's not
Like
like a
like
masterpiece. It's
it
got
keeps your attention. Like there are some filler episodes where it's just like nothing happens. Like it's mildly episodic, and but some it's
got it. Yeah.
like towards the later seasons they got more episodic with plot, so that you can tell the shift later on. It gets better towards the end until the very end, then they fucked it up.
Yeah, never watched it. I switched channels on that show also.
I never watched this one, but what about Space Ghost Coast to Coast?
Never heard of that in my life.
Never watched it, but it's the guy in the Space Ghost where he's the comedian guy, like and Space Ghost. You don't know Space Ghost? You don't know Space Ghost? Hold up.
I
Hold up.
don't know Space Ghost.
Hey, bro, I never watched the show, but I know Space Ghost.
What the fuck is Space Ghost? Oh, Space Ghost!
Space Ghost. Oh,
I
yeah,
know
it's like
him.
copyright reasons.
That's funny. Never watched that though. I never watched this show.
I bet you watched Spider-Man the Animated Series, though.
Ooh, which one is this one? Is this the 2004 one with like? Is it like
94 to 98. The
94, 98? Wait, that
first
was also
one.
probably the other popular one. That can I see what it looks like? Because I kind of is this the one I watched growing up? Oh wait, I don't think. Yeah, it is. I loved that cartoon growing up. That was my shit, dude. Spider-Man the animated series goes hard, and I think it still hold up a bit today. If you like
It,
Spider-Man or superheroes, yeah,
spoiler alert, he makes a cameo in the reboot X-Men.
that's cool. If honestly, if you want to know why Marvel doesn't have any good superhero TV shows, is because a lot of their
It
superhero
doesn't make money.
cartoons.
It's too risky. They do
Well, the
safe
superhero
bets.
cartoons they've already gone through most of their good ideas, man. They've already done a lot of great like Spider-Man shows, X-Men shows, and all those shows. Like, what else is there to do? Like, how are they gonna make a better story? They're competing with that now.
Yeah, they're
You
just
know what I mean? With their new
they're,
shows,
they're just competing with themselves. They're like, okay, so we've used everyone. What do we do? Reuse everyone.
reuse them, remaster it.
Make it
All right,
shiny.
next show.
Did you ever watch The Tick?
Oh, it's the blue guy, right? He's really muscular.
Big gas.
Yeah,
Big,
and
big
I don't
gas.
know his deal. He was just like a comedic superhero, right? He was just kind of his thing
Yeah,
was kind of like a parody.
just a strong superhero.
Yeah, and it was just kind of like funny because he's like I don't
Cause
know
like
if you
he was a superhero, and like I don't remember his sidekick, but his sidekick was the more realistic guy.
the
He's like, bro,
Mite.
it's like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah, yeah, that was pretty funny. That show was pretty funny. From what I remember, I think we need to get to the 2000s is where I'm at, man. These ones I have like faint memories. I've watched an episode or two of these things. Really, what else is there
All right,
that
I'm gonna
you've seen?
switch over to 2000s for you.
Yep.
What about Dave the Barbarian?
Wait, Dave the Barbarian is that the he looks kind of stupid looking, right? Oh, he's going. Oh yeah. Dave the Barbarian,
Dave
and
the
I
Barbarian, bro.
remember he had, like would fight dragons, and he was like a coward, right? He was really
No,
scared of
yeah,
everything.
he was a coward, and his sister was the princess, like basically the queen, but she did not give a fuck. Like she's like, I don't want to
Yeah,
be a queen. Like, why the fuck am I queen? And Dave's like, I'm a barbarian, but I'm scared of monsters. Ah!
yeah. That show was kind of funny. It was definitely made for kids. I remember watching a bit of it, but it was around for like 2 years, I think, something like that. But how many I don't know, a few
I
seasons.
dug it. What I remember, I liked it.
Yeah, I don't. From my memory though, I do not think it would hold up for adults. I think it's a
Probably
bit.
not. Once again, some of these shows you might need a little.
Yeah. What's the next show?
I'm so glad you could see me do my fucking stupid. It's gonna be huge.
See, it's funny because on my end, it's very like stop, like very like slow and fucked up, but in the recording, it'll look nice. So,
Right.
what's
What about?
the next show?
I mean, I would not gonna lie, I was not the biggest fan. Courage the Cowardly Dog.
You weren't?
I didn't like, dude. I had a soft spot for dogs, and used to just piss me off because he would just treat Courage like shit. And I was just
Okay.
like, I was not down. Like, just like the way they treated Courage. I was like, bro, like, what did this dog do to? Like, he loves this woman, but like, what the fuck, dude?
I love Courage the Cowardly Dog. I think because I thought it was funny and it was a little scary, and I thought I was kind of into like scary stuff.
I
I
wouldn't mind
thought,
if it was just a kid getting yelled at and his ass handed to him
but
by
it's
a
a dog,
ghost.
yeah,
It's like, bro, it's a dog. It's like, you go fuck yourself.
yeah. But it was also like super cartoony. Like I remember the one of the biggest things though for me though for that show was you remember the woman he loved, Muriel. So Muriel, my grandma's name is Belmira, and Muriel looks just like how I envision my grandma, but as a cartoon. Like looks the spitting image, dude. If you look up Muriel, like look, that is my
No, I know
Evolve.
what
That's
she
my
looks like,
Evolve.
bro.
Right, exactly. And I'm just like, damn, that like that's what I thought of. Like, oh, that's me. I'm the dog, and that's my grandma. Like, bro, that's like exactly what I thought of every single time. Are you looking it up, bro?
If I could
Tell me.
fucking hold up. If I could fucking spell.
It's like I don't know. It's Courage Kelly Dog Grandma
Oh yeah, I can
Mirle.
just look at grandma.
It
Why
might
the
have
fuck am
panic
I
weird.
gonna watch? I got three fucking things.
Come here, kind. This is my Evolve. This is my grandma right here. The Courage the Cowardly Dog Grandma. Look, you say he's showing it on the screen. Here, you can look.
Little bit.
Could have backed me up, but whatever. Um, Great show. I think it's a classic. I think it holds up. It's very spooky because it's like it's a kids show, but it's scary, and you don't really get that.
I like
It's
the
like
scares, the monster. I liked everything except
I
for the
am
fact that
everything you're saying you don't like. I agree. I agree. Yeah, I
like,
understand if you don't
like,
like it, and it's
like,
like a weird vibe. But I also think it's so weird that I like it. It's like unique, you know.
like I love the monsters. They were weird and trippy. Like it was a good like on your edge like discomfort, but then like and then they started beating me to the dog, and I was like, bro, why? Like
They start beating up the dog.
he was like, the fuck, bro?
All
What
right.
did he do? What did he fucking do? And then there,
Go to
this one was a personal fave of mine. I fucking love this one. American Dragon, Jake Long.
Oh, American Dragon. That was a great show. Jake Long. Yeah, Asian representation is some. I don't watch a lot of. Oh, cartoon. Kind of come here. Come and talk about. Kind of have some things to say about American Dragon.
Oh, I don't have much to say. I was not a big cartoon kid. I was definitely more of a Disney kid, and like live action for children. I did really like American Dragon Jake Long though.
I don't know that.
Dude, the
Especially Kim
talking
Possible.
I
dog
did
and just
really like Kim
oh
Possible.
my god, it was like I love that show so much.
American Drag. Yeah, so we don't want to copyright it, but
Yeah, they're gonna fucking sue us.
it's such a good show where I love the whole idea of like I love a transformation show where the whole premise.
Pretty early though.
Yeah, I love the whole transformation bit of a show when like a character has like a power, and the power is they transform into like a different hero or like but he
And a
transforms into a
like
dragon.
a red dragon is like yes,
Yeah,
yes,
it connected with a lot of young boys. Like you're like, oh, cool, he's a dragon and he skateboards. He's this cool kid with his dog,
but he's in
and then
school and he's
oh,
got real life problems.
yeah,
It's
and it
like
connected with a lot of people like me and kind of where I enjoy all those things too, and I connected with the Asian side. Kind of not really anything except the skateboarding and the Asian culture. She doesn't watch a lot of cartoons, but like that's what called her, and she likes it.
I liked it just because I resonated because I was like basically the same. It came out in 2005 to 2007, so I was fucking 6 to 8. So it's just like
Yeah,
it's
the
like
story was pretty good too. It was like pretty like when they connected, they were good.
Didn't they change the art style though? Like
yeah.
after a little bit, and it looked a little bit different.
I don't
No,
remember
they
that.
changed what the
My eyes
dragon
didn't
looked like,
notice.
and it was fucking. Hold up.
I never noticed the difference. Maybe they did. Maybe it went from like a little
No,
less squiggly to
they
more
did,
solid.
bro. They did.
Can I see it? Is
Hold
it
on.
possible? I've never because I watched that show a bunch and I don't remember it changing a look. I remember a different show that I don't want to bring up yet. It's a big show. I don't want to skip around on the list.
So he did look like that, like the normal dragon.
He looked like that. Yeah, it's kind of yeah.
And then when they changed it, where is it? Where did it fucking
Type in
go?
like look.
Hold on. Or is it? Do I have it backwards? They might have changed it for the better.
Type in like American Dragon old and new look.
No, yeah.
Oh, what the fuck is that season 2?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Yeah, no, I don't remember. I don't
See
remember
this?
that
See
season as
this?
much.
See this shit? See this
Let me see.
shit?
Look, a little bit left. Let me see a little left. Oh yeah, they made him less white, I guess, but like not in a good way. Like
Right? See if I can find it. Yeah, those are the only really good ones. But yeah. Like they changed it up, and that's when I stopped watching. When they fucking changed the art style, I was like, what happened? Like the dragon's
why
not
did
cool
the
anymore.
dragon? Yeah, the
He's
dragon was
stronger.
cool. It was big and buff and strong, and then he just became a lanky little dragon.
It's like bring it back.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, well, what's the next show?
You ever watch Code Lyoko?
Code Yoko?
Code Lyoko?
Lyoko? Wait, that's the one where it's like CGI and there's these kids and they go into like a VR game, VR world
It's
to fight.
2D, and then the VR world is CGI.
Yeah, it's a 2D show, but they go to a VR world where it's CGI and then they fight like
Weird
some
video
virus,
game monsters. Yeah, it's a computer
some
virus or some bullshit.
some AI computer virus thing that they're trying to stop. I don't remember much about it, but I thought it was kind of cool.
It's pretty cool. Not gonna lie, another show I rewatched a couple years ago. I don't know if it's because it's French. The English translation's not too good now.
What show is it?
Code Lyoko.
Oh, it's a French. It was originally a French show.
Yeah,
That's
like
crazy.
like it's still good, don't get me wrong, but like there's some like moments when like something like happens in what they're saying, you're just like, what?
So yeah, got it. Makes sense. Well, yeah, the show was kind of mid. It was all right. I just remembered it. I
It was
remember the
just pretty
fighting was
cool
cool.
because there's not a lot of shows that I like. I mean, I love it when they do the flip like that, where there's two different art styles. You're like, oh, it's like when is it gonna flip? Which one's cooler? It's like which one's got the cool effects? Like
Yeah, yeah,
I was because I don't know a lot of shows that do that.
yeah. That was the only thing cool about it. But other than that, it was like pretty mid.
Yeah. What about
Next show.
Camp Laszlo?
Yes, dude. Okay, I have a story about Camp
This bro
Laszlo. Okay,
loves his Laszlo.
so I went over to. I would go over. My dad had a friend who had like a ranch, a farm with a bunch of chickens, right? And they would raise them, and I would go there and help sometimes. And a lot of times, my dad would be there for hours doing other shit, helping out, whatever. And I don't know if it was like friends or business. I don't remember. I was a fucking kid,
Yo, what
and
kind
I
of
would stay
ranch did
inside
he
the
make?
house. Huh?
What kind of ranch did he make?
It had. It was just mostly. It was just chickens and a few sheep, but mostly
Oh, so
chickens.
like okay, so he made like chicken ranch and like sheep ranch.
It was. I think it was mostly just chickens. I think the lambs or sheep were just there for fun.
So
But
oh,
like,
he mixed it like a sheep ranch combo.
no, we just mostly had chicken. Like, no, literally, it was a chicken ranch. It just has mostly chickens for
So he
chicken stuff.
put chickens inside the ranch.
Yeah. Anyways,
I don't
so
think I think the joke's missing for you. I'm talking about like ranch, like
what do you mean? Please
sauce
explain.
ranch, like sauce ranch.
With sauce.
Like like there's like ranch dressing for like food,
Oh,
and
you
then
mean like
there's
you mean like oh you mean like ranch? You mean that stuff that goes on salad?
yeah, that's so like your dad was at the ranch, and I was like, oh, what
I
kind
don't
of
know if you're
ranch?
picking up that I know yeah, what you're saying.
I don't know, Sean. No, I'm trying to explain to you the difference between these two different ranches. Like I don't
I'm trying
know.
to explain how you can go fuck yourself, bro. I don't know if you're like
Sean, hold on, wait. So do you understand? So did he or did he not make chicken range?
he did not make chicken. Fuck you, whatever. Oh, anyways, I was at this
Yeah,
ranch. I would
yeah.
spend my time inside, watching Camp Laszlo in the living room all the time. That he would call me Camp Laszlo all the time,
Oh,
and I remember I
you
was
Camp
there.
Laszlo?
Yeah, that was my nickname. He called me. I remember one of the episodes. I think the last episode when they find out that the moose guy
Oh,
isn't their camp
dude.
counselor,
He's
and
he's a
he's
fake
been
camp
locked up
counselor.
for like 2 years, and then like he's crazy dude, and then Laz was like, oh, what the hell, blah, blah, blah. I was there at his house. That scared the shit out of me. I was like, what the fuck? They were with that stranger, like.
For 2 years.
Like it's so funny how Cartoon Network doesn't realize like some kids understand like that's weird. Like what?
Like that's really. It's like we trusted that guy, but he wasn't the guy he said he was. Like what? That's
That
not
show
allowed.
was great. I think it perfectly encapsulated the whole camp genre of like funny, wacky kids having fun. I even enjoyed watching. This is a YouTube original show. Rooster Teeth isn't around anymore, but they used to make a few cartoons. Red versus Blue and other things,
No,
right?
dude, there's an Easter egg
And
at the
Ruby.
end of Camp Laszlo, that last episode. The real camp counselor is designed from a different character that a cartoon they have. I
Oh, that's
mean,
cool. I didn't know that.
yeah.
Well, on this show, it was called Camp. Rooster Teeth made, and it had the same vibe. And I watched that a bit. Like Camp Lazlo, bro. It really hit all of the camp funness like
And
cartoon.
it's what you want is like, yo, camp's sick, and then I mean, I never personally went to camp, but like,
Me neither. I never went, but this show made me want to go and thought it was fun.
yeah. And
Yeah,
then
it
I
was a
hear
good
all the
show.
stories about camps, and I'm just like, I'm glad I didn't go. I'm glad I just watched the
I
show.
think it's a show. I think it would hold up depending on your sense of humor. I don't know about like me or every day,
I
but
know.
like
It's been a long time since I've seen it.
from what I remember how funny it was, you might enjoy it especially if you're zoned out.
Yeah.
Next
Straight up.
show.
I I liked the movie. I didn't like the show. It was Emperor's New School.
Oh, The Emperor's New School. I never
Yeah.
watched that.
Because there was
Hannah's
the
nodding
movie was
no.
New
Why?
Groove, and then there's
Never
new
Oh, I
watched
school.
it.
like the Emperor's New Groove, but I've just never watched the show.
No, that
What
was
do
a
you think,
movie.
Rob?
I didn't really like it. I just didn't
I
like
remember
it.
one episode where they made like a funny McDonald's knockoff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you had to like work at fast food to get a job or some bullshit.
That was the only thing I remember.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't a big. He had a crush on that girl, and she was just like, "Fuck off."
Yeah,
He was- he-
mid next
I didn't
show.
the main character. He's kind of a prick. But like the
He's
show I
David
did
Spade.
like was Legend of Tarzan. John, John, you like Legend of Tarzan? You like monkeys?
I never watched it. Well, I'm not really a big Tarzan fan.
I liked Tarzan. I liked
I
it. It
think
was a
the
good.
movie was fun, but
It
like
was a
I
good
don't know.
sequel to the movie. Well, I mean, I don't know if it counts as a sequel, but like it was a
But
good
me as a kid
continuation.
watching a show, I was like, I don't really care about a man swinging through trees.
That was my shit. I'm a monkey, bro. I love climbing. I always climb trees, and I was an outside boy.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, what do you? Good show. Eh.
It's pretty good. I mean, I don't know if it holds up. It's probably another one for kids. I mean, it might. I mean, I don't know. It's probably holds up ish.
Got it. Got it.
This one, everyone's gonna love this one. Obviously, it's Avatar.
Oh my god, Avatar, dude, that was such a
Yep,
good show. My mom obsessed
pop
about
off.
it and watched it when it came out.
I loved it, honestly. That was one of the shows, like, even if I saw an episode like 10 times, I was like, I can still watch this one. It's like, yeah.
Yeah,
It was like,
season one was great.
I loved it
It was
all. It's
like
like, no matter what episode I was watching, it's like, yeah. It's like, fuck yeah, yeah, fuck the firebenders except Zuko sometimes. Yeah.
the first season was all just like wacky, fun side stuff, and I was watching the show because my mom watched it. I was trying to give it a good, honest watch, and kind of was sitting there in the room with me, and she was like, she's not interested in cartoons. She did not want to watch it. She didn't care, but she was on her phone. And I'm watching the whole season, and it's getting to the end of the season, the first one, where the Fire Nation's attacking the Water Nation. Kind of like, oh shit, what the fuck? Like things are going down, and
It
then the
gets
show starts getting
real.
really like the story continues on every episode, like from there on, like
Yeah.
very direct, and
A little more
kind of
episodic.
fell in love, and like it was such a great show. And then we watched Korra and kind of loved that show even more, and I grew to like it more the more I watched it. I didn't like it when I first watched it. I kind of hated it, but then after watched it again growing up, like I don't know, it's really good. Like the fighting, and it's like just like it's Avatar but stepped up. I do
Yeah,
find
I
Korra a
like.
little annoying that she complains about everything, but other than that, like
No,
yeah,
yeah, I was gonna
like
say, like, it's a good show. It's just like, I don't know. There's some. I mean, I can nitpick all day long, but yeah, well, Korra was pretty good.
comparison is the thief of joy. The only problem I have is comparing Korra to Aang and missing Aang's very optimistic charm
Yeah,
versus her like negative
yeah,
"I can't do anything" attitude sometimes. You know,
yeah.
but that's just me personally, though. I understand a lot of people can relate or enjoy that as a character, and there's a
They're like,
reason
you
for
don't
that. That's just
understand
me
the struggle,
personally.
bro. The struggle's real. It's tough. Like, I mean, yeah, it is. But it's like you still
Yeah,
need optimism, bro.
some
Goddamn
of I
right.
remember I used to be with this girl who was getting really mad that I just did not fucking love Korra to a deep passion. I was like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, yeah, they're great. It's just like there's some flaws. That's it. Like, I don't.
Yeah, every
What do you
show has
want
its
from me?
flaws. Yeah. This
Most
one,
characters.
I'm indifferent about was Invader Zim. A little creepy
The
sometimes.
voice is iconic. The
Oh yeah,
guy's like
that fucking voice. I know they made a movie of it on like Netflix or some shit. I didn't watch it, but like, it's
from
pretty
the
good.
from the clips I see online. It seems really funny. Still, like he seems really funny, and I think it. I think maybe I would give it a try, like the newer stuff, because I think his. I just like the character. The guy is such a fun voice actor. He's really
No, I
talented.
think I probably didn't like it as much when I was a kid because it was just like,
An
I don't know,
alien
like,
weird guy.
yeah, I was just like, I don't know, I don't like this. It's a little weird. But like, nah, I could probably drive with it.
Yeah. Next show.
This one, banger, Samurai Jack.
Ooh, that was great. I actually did not watch. I watched parts of it growing up, not the whole thing, and then I watched season 5 when you watched
Like
it.
that's the newest one, right? The one where they finished it. Dude,
Yeah, well, it
dude, the
was
newest.
Adult Swim related.
Like I love the old season 2, but I just like how they wrapped it up. The wrap up was nice.
You just loved that it got all mature at the end. You were like, "Oh my god, this is everything I wanted."
Like the first couple of seasons are like teasing it, but then like the last one after fucking 50 years, it's like yes, yes,
It
let
was
us
cool.
fuck.
It was sad. The ending kind of wrapped up abruptly, and it was a bit sad. It kind of made me. It was weird, like the time travel stuff, whatever. But like, it was good. I'm glad that they wrapped it up, and I enjoyed it very much.
Yeah.
Good show. Next show.
I mean, I'm gonna be biased. I love this shit. The Justice League.
Never really watched it, and I've seen clips. I think it looks really good, and I think I should watch it. I want to go through all like the old school like superhero shows because I feel like they're fun and better than what we have right now.
No, dude, yeah, old cartoons, these especially old DC cartoons hold up really good.
All right, for sure.
Then another banger. I give it like a 7.5.
Yeah.
Fucking this one. I'll give this one like a 6. Danny Phantom. I'd still watch it today. Might need a little zaw, but I'd watch it.
Yeah, I'm going Ghost, bro. That shit goes hard.
Go Danny Phantom.
And in all the rap songs, they talk about Danny Phantom and being a Phantom and going Ghost, bro. Like it was such dope. Like he's a
I'm
cool
going
angsty
Ghost.
teen, and he had ghost powers, bro. He was like
He's a
cool. His
fucking
powers
guy.
were
That's
sick.
like he's a kid who's alive, but he's a ghost.
Yeah, bro. I'm dead inside like Danny Phantom. That's
It's
so
like
dope.
what? Like, it's not a phase, mom.
That's a great show. I like Danny
I
Phantom.
love it.
All right,
Oh
nice.
god, dude, this was my shit. Was Chowder? Oh my god, I love
Oh,
Chowder.
dude, the animation style, the jokes.
The zany
Today it
stuff
holds
Chowder
up.
would get, like the food always like I could never eat it, so I'm like, I want whatever this is. I know it's not real
The weird
food, but
food was always such a
what
fun thing in
is
the
this?
episodes.
It's like, what the
Uh,
fuck is it? What is a
Dude, they made
froggy apple
Schnitzel, who
crumble
only said
something?
"rada rada," an iconic
Rada
character.
rada 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 rada.
Yeah, and like Mung Dal, and like dude, I might actually watch a few episodes of Chatter after this. That's actually
It's
pretty
pretty
funny.
good, dude. And like the background like changes when the character as they walk, like their shirts and stuff match the shit. It's so fucking cool.
That's truly a show where artists were given free range to have as much fun. Like they really like they didn't have to do that with the clothes. They didn't have to do that with all weird animation styles all the time. But they
They
did it
didn't
because
have to
they
do
had having
crazy
so much fun.
food. It was just great. Like the when they would bring in like puppets or stuff, or just like
Yes, yeah.
like when they would just change for like a quick like couple of seconds so
Remember
they could do a joke, and it was nice.
Remember when they ran out of money for the show and then they had to
And
get
then
the
come
voice
on
actors to
action,
do a
bro.
car wash?
All right, I think we have enough money to pay the animators.
No, and then they were all talking to each other. Dude, that
What
was
do we do?
so
Is that
funny.
we can't pay for the building? Worse than that. What's worse than that? We can't
Pay
pay
for the animation.
animators.
Like kids would not get that. Like, what the fuck's going on? Like,
Like, what does that mean?
dude, yeah, that was such a funny show.
It's like, I mean, I'll be biased. I'm gonna give it a 10 just because I love it. Like, I love
It's a
that show.
10. It's
That
good
hits
10.
home.
It's home. Chowder. Great show. All right, next one.
This one, pretty good. Teen Titans, I liked it. I mean, everyone else
I
sucking its dick, but it was pretty good. Not terrible.
9, bro. 9 for me, bro. It was so good. It's so fun. I watched a bit of it, dude. You can watch it today. It's still really good. It's like the thing is, what holds it from being a 10 is it ends on a cliffhanger on one of the biggest, longest cliffhangers of all time with like who's the Red X guy,
You
bro.
don't even fucking find out.
Nope, you don't. Not the second guy. You never find out.
Yeah, you never
It's
find out. Who
it's
are
pretty
you?
crazy.
Wouldn't you like to know? Isn't that why I'm wearing the mask? It's like, shut up and take the fucking mask off.
But it also makes it really compelling where it's like you think about it and it's on your mind, and it's a really good show. Like it's so good, you know what I mean? Kind of like it's just a show that got canceled, bro. It's funny. Watch it again, Rob.
It
Watch
gets
it.
serious. No, I mean it's still good. Don't get me wrong. They got the serious episodes. They talk on the issues. That's why I love the DC. DC does it good.
Yeah, but it was really funny. Like, dude, like their jokes would just fly over my head as a kid, but now as an adult, oh man,
But
they're really good, Rob. The animation jokes, you just don't. I watched Starfire slap a bitch through a TV screen with her hand glove, and I was like, wait. I didn't appreciate that as a kid, but now as an adult, that's funny. Like,
no, I just like how it's anime like based. So like all the humor is just like sometimes when it's just like they get all cartoonish, like their big eyes and it's like Wee! And when they just do goofy stuff, it's like yeah, that's funny.
yeah. All right. Next show.
You like the Adventures of Jimmy Nerdtron?
That was I watched that show all the time when it was on. Got a blast. It was CG.
Brain blast.
The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron with Goddard and Sheen and
And
Carl, like, they were good. I had fun.
Jimmy's mom with the croissant.
Yeah, and I didn't know that the show originally started off as a movie. That they started out as a show later on, but the show and the movie both slap. Sorry, my dog's yawning.
Let's see. Oh, dude, you ever watch Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends?
Well, with Blue and Mac, yeah.
That was so like I didn't really pick up on it till later, but dude, it was very like I thought back on it and watched a couple other episodes. Like, damn, this show's really wholesome and shit. This is
It's
nice.
very wholesome and warming. It's a really good kids show.
It's just like, yeah, people got imaginary friends, but you got responsibility. You got to grow up. But don't worry, find
Yeah,
new
and it teaches
homes
kids
for 'em.
about the foster system and everything too. And it's like, yeah, it's kind of cool.
Like, yeah,
I don't
dude,
know
like
about how
I
well.
never thought about it about the foster system until like after like a couple like watches of it. I was like, it's like, oh yeah, like I get it now. It's like, damn, all right. I mean, it probably wasn't like that as a kid. It was probably like, oh yeah, kids don't have parents. It's just probably more based. But
Yeah.
now
Well,
I don't know if you saw this show, but I loved this show because like the animation hit hard, and I loved it because it was like cars and giant robots. They fought giant monsters. Was Megas XLR?
never heard of that in my life.
Okay, so okay. Not gonna lie, plot's a little out there. So giant robot mechs are fighting in space because there's aliens, and one crashes on Earth, and so a guy finds it, but it doesn't have a head. So obviously, what does he use as a head for a giant robot? His car. He drives the giant fucking robot with his car,
Okay.
and he just fights the aliens every episode. It's goofy shit when he's a human, and then it's like, oh no, there's an alien. It's like, all right, giant robot.
That's
It's
you.
like,
That's so you. Like cars and robots. That's me. Yeah, that's it. Oh my
yeah,
god.
I was like, yep, yep, this is fucking sick. I love that.
Yeah,
Was like,
I got nothing to say. I have no idea what that is. I got
I
nothing to say
love
about that
that
one.
show. It probably doesn't hold up today. It's definitely just a giant. It's a TV show version of Pacific Rim, like dead ass, but
That's what you want.
cars.
Yeah.
And then Canadian show coming in hot with we're 16. I don't want to
Oh,
sing the rest.
16? Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
want to.
yeah.
I don't want to get in trouble.
16, yeah, I remember that show was pretty good. That was actually that
I know I shouldn't say this, but dude, I wanted to be Jonesy so bad.
the guy with the beanie.
No, that's Jude. I'm Jude now. Like I am Jude. Like
Who's Jonesy? Which one's
he was
Jonesy? Is it Handler?
the guy who lost his job every episode, and was hitting on chicks left and right. And, the cool guy, the
Oh
cool guy.
God, of course. I remember that show was hella funny. That was a
I
good
love
show.
that show because I mean it was a little
Yeah,
bit.
that
Yeah.
I like that was a good one. Next show.
Ooh.
I'm going through these.
This is like no. I mean I don't blame you. I mean we got
There's
there's
a
a
lot of
lot.
shows.
There's a lot of shows. Like I like this one too. My life as a teenage robot.
That was enjoyable. My Life as a Teenage Robot. That was fun. I
I
like the
loved it
art
just
style.
because I liked robots and just like every episode, or I don't know about every episode, but I feel like she always got like a new upgrade or something. So like every episode, like, no, you got to use that thing. It's like, when did she get that? Like, what the fuck? When did she get wings? Like, when did she get a laser? It's like, what the fuck? What is this? What? It's like, don't forget about your built-in roller skates that are also rockets. Like, what? The what? It's like, but I'm gonna be late for the dance. It's like, I mean, I guess.
I remember her struggles in like high school. That was really it. And, like
Yeah.
robots
And
and other
she's a robot, bro. Like, how does
yeah.
she get in?
Life as a Teenage Robot. All right, what
Bro,
else?
Kim Possible.
Oh, Kim Possible. That was a great show. Kaya's favorite show.
I love Kim
She
Possible.
doesn't watch much cartoons, but that was like one of the few cartoons she watched all the time, very religiously. It was a very good show, and everyone to this day still wants to bang Shigo. It's a
I
problem.
mean,
It's a diagnosis that you can find.
I'll add my name to that list.
Yeah, we all
Wow.
want to bang Shigo. Rob does. I do. Kinda. She said, "Yeah."
Yeah.
See, we all know when girls go through a green phase, we know what they're thinking.
She go.
She
Where'd
go.
she go?
All right. Next episode. Yeah, that's all we talked about. Oh, Kim Possible, she go. That's all we talk about.
Yeah. This one I never watched, and then I watched a video about it. I really don't like it. It's called Brace Face.
The fuck is brace face?
So it's about this girl who gets braces in high school, and so she's got to, she's got to deal with
Yeah.
that. And like it was just her in high school, but she has braces. Yeah. Like, but dude, the weird
Next.
thing.
Fuck
No,
that.
dude, no. You want to know something weird about the fucking show though? That
What?
is really fucking weird. Okay, so she's either got a stepdad or a stepmom. I don't fucking know. But dude, she's got a stepbrother, and like
Oh yeah.
they don't
Wait,
read it.
wait, wait, what? Wait, what?
Like it's like they flirt with each other like every episode or so, and it's just like, eh. Why are they putting
Next
this in
episode. Next episode. Next episode. I mean,
kids?
next show. Next show. That episode. Next show.
Yo, yo, you ever watch Jackie Chan Adventures?
Yeah, that was good. That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a TV show.
I have nothing else. It was a good show. I don't know if it was like great.
Bro, it's got Jackie Chan in it as himself, and he's got like a niece or some shit.
He created Rice, bro.
No one's gonna get that joke, and I don't want to explain it.
What? What do you mean, bro? He created Rice.
Yeah, he created Rice. Bro created Rice. It's fucking true. I never watched this, so I highly doubt you did. This one's called Teacher's Pet. Never heard of it. No
No,
clue.
fuck it. Skip it.
Yo, fucking Chalk Zone. I love this show.
What?
Chalk Zone. The kid had a piece of magic chalk and he would
Yes,
draw
Chalk Zone. I don't remember
Chalk
much
Zone.
about the show, but I remember the guys. Yeah.
Dude, the animation was I loved. I probably once again probably more for kids. I don't know, but like I loved what I remember. Loved it. Good show. I
Yeah,
remember.
good show. Got it. Rob praises it. Chalk Zone. I give it. I don't remember it. I
Uh,
remember the
I give
characters.
it like a 6 or a 7. Another one
Got
we
it.
got. I mean, I'm not gonna. I watch the show a lot, so I can't. I mean, I can't take it back. I love Ben 10, the TV show. Like the first.
Oh, Ben 10 went hard. G. Everyone wanted that watch, bro. Going alien, bro. Just
If
like
I had my smartwatch on, I would put on the fucking Ben 10 thing right now. But I
that's so,
don't.
dude.
It's in the other room, and so it's fucking gone.
Dude, that's such a stupid little thing, but I yeah, it was a good show. I think the story was great. I think it's a great kids show, just perfect all around. I don't know if it holds up, but I think it's a great story all around. Great show for kids and adults.
I never really watched this one, but the original Star Wars Clone Wars cartoon series.
I watched
Never
a bit
watched.
of it. It's really good, Rob. It holds up, and it's why they still make animated Star Wars stuff today. And like they kind of base a lot of the stories kind of surround that. Is that Ahsoka comes from there?
No, yeah. Well, no. You're thinking of the one where it's like CGI. I'm talking about 2D.
Fuck that one. Never mind. Yeah, I'm thinking about
Yeah.
CGI.
Get got. He thought got camera.
Next show.
I watched a few episodes. I mean, it was just a cartoon. Whatever happened to Robot Jones?
Nah, I don't know what that
Yeah.
is.
Yo, this one was pretty good. There were some weird episodes, but it was pretty good. Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
That was my shit, dude. I
Dude, the Grim
love Billy
Reaper
and
made a
Mandy, dude.
deal with
Billy,
kids, and he
so stupid.
lost. He lost to a limbo competition to a fucking 10-year-old. And he
Yeah, with
has
the
to be
giant
their
nose.
best friend. Like, how the fuck?
That's such a funny thing, and like the show was so like it was creepy, but not as creepy as Courage Cowardly Dog, and
Yeah,
it
this
was
one
like
didn't give a fuck because it
weird.
wasn't animals, it was a skeleton. It's like, oh, fucking boo-hoo, it's death. Like, oh no, he kills people. Like, oh, boo.
I remember being a kid, and I won't lie, dude. I remember there's a lot of like characters they bring. They have so many side characters, but I remember there's like a lot of ghost girl things they bring on, and for some reason the animators had no right to make their boobs as big and bouncy and as out there as they were for a kids show, because that fucked me up as a young man. Like, what the fuck? I want to fuck that mummy. Like,
You wanna fuck Erwin's mom?
I don't know who I'm talking about, but yeah.
He
Oh wait,
wants to fuck
is that
He wants to fuck Erwin's mom, confirmed.
sure? Fair enough. No, yeah, but that show great. Still funny to this day, I think.
Great show. I mean, I used to like it more as a kid. When I started watching it more as like a teenager, it doesn't really hold up as well. I mean, maybe was Codename Kids Next Door.
Dude, that show's was really good. I don't know. I think it still could be enjoyed
It's been,
today for
I
the
don't,
idea of
I
the
don't know.
adolescence. Huh?
I remember it being good as a kid, and I kind of rewatched it like in my more teeny years, and I wasn't feeling it as much. But I mean, um, mm, mm.
They're like kids that they're not like spies really. They're just mostly fighting against it. I like the whole like the adults, the funny wacky adult villains every week. and I loved all the crazy like schoolyard weapons they would make, and then
No,
like
I was gonna say like my favorite thing is just like seeing whatever random thing they would call like get the rabbit, and it was like an acronym for the robot over fucking whatever.
yeah, that dude, that was the shit on every
The
episode.
gets it. Get the boot. Bouncing object out of time. It's like what? What the fuck is the
Um,
boot?
the movie, dude.
The movie
The
was
ending
bad,
movie was
bro.
really good, where they showed that like his dad is like
Was number zero.
Agent Zero, and they just make it so epic. And then like,
And
oh, this guy's your father.
your
Oh, like
uncle is the bad guy named. My uncle is father, the bad guy. What?
what? Oh, dude. And did you ever see the teaser for the like the sneak peek for the idea of trying to bring it back, the
Oh,
animate,
dude,
the creator of
I
the show?
love that. I was like, I'd be down because like we're all adults now, so it'd be sick to see him as teenagers and be like, yeah, it's perfect. The teen tweens, whatever the fuck.
Right? I wanted them to do like their own like Samurai Jack, where they kind of like they do it. Maybe not even like fully as mature as that, but just take it and continuing it and like having it be a little bit more mature, like
I
understanding
watched
your
a
audience.
couple like YouTube videos about a couple people were like the sequel continuation might have been like Codename Kids Next Door in space, but they never really took
They
off.
it never took off. Yeah,
Yeah. So I was just like, damn, that would have
sad.
been sick.
Bring it back. We want Codename Kids Next Door in space.
You heard it here first, folks. We're the only people talking about it. No one else is talking about it. Don't look it up. Get off that fucking keyboard right now.
Yep. Next episode. I mean show. Fuck, I keep saying it.
Sean, press that pause button. Oh, here's that. Here's the spectacular Spider-Man.
Eh,
The one,
I didn't watch that one.
the one you were thinking of. Okay.
The one I was thinking.
Yeah, the first one when we were talking about the '90s Spider-Man. You're like, oh, I think this is the one. It's like, no, the '90s one.
Maybe this is the one I watched. I don't think I really watched. I don't remember the Spectacular Spider-Man. The one I watched was the '90s one
Oh,
mostly.
you did. Okay. I didn't
Yeah, I
really
got
watch.
confused.
I never watched this one either, but Fillmore, he's a hall monitor.
No idea what that is.
Uh, early Fairly Odd Parents was pretty gas. New shit's trash.
Fairly Odd Parents, great. Yeah. We also got.
Yo, did you please tell me you watch? Please tell me you watch Flapjack.
Oh, dude, Flapjack still good to this day. Got canceled way too early. Is super fucking
It gives
funny
me
and
the like
super weird.
basic, almost same vibes as like Chowder. You know, it's just like, yes, this is the shit. This is the shit.
Iconic, funny, like the jokes hold up.
Yeah, and this one is like '99 and 2000s, but I watched a little bit of it. It was the Powerpuff Girls.
I was a dumb boy. I didn't really care about girl
Yeah,
superheroes,
it
girl
was
powers.
probably more for girls, not my
Yeah.
thing.
Now speaking of Powerpuff Girls, look at that. They were best on the screen.
Yeah,
Look at
but it's not Sunday. It's not Sunday
that.
cartoon.
What else is there?
That's the
Well, let's think
bottom.
about more. Let's think about more of the shows that we really loved, or near the end of the timeline. Let's try to get near there now, and then talk about like some other ones we never got to. I guess that were
So this
weird.
is we reached the bottom of the 2000s or at least the popular 2000s cartoons. So I can
Ed
move
and
over.
Eddie, Ed and Eddie, that was a great one.
Dude, how is that not on the list? Dude, oh, dude, there is one episode of a continuation of it on YouTube.
That's sick. I gotta look that up.
And I don't know I don't know a lot about it, so I'm gonna be talking out of my ass. But like, I think it's a fan, similar art style. Everyone's teenagers. I watched it. I don't remember too much about it. Don't worry about why I can't. And it was pretty. I mean, I kind of dig it. It's a little different vibe, a little bit more mature. But I mean, unfortunately, he's only this person. I don't know if it's a he. Whoever makes the YouTube video has only made one video right now.
Yeah.
But
And then, well, great show. My dad loved it. I loved it.
I
It
dug
holds
it.
up.
I resonate once I shouldn't have, but I resonated with Eddie just like scheming. I need a jawbreaker. I need money for candy. It's like, yeah, you
That's
do.
hella funny.
It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, he does. I love them all. I think they were great. They were great. Well, what's the late
or
2000
fucking
shows
Ralph.
we talk about?
Life has many doors, Ed boy.
Yeah, Ralph was my favorite. Ed Boy.
I am the son of a shepherd, Ed boy.
What, later on, shows. Okay, everything changed when
And then
Adventure Time
everything
came on the
changed when
scene.
the Fire Nation attacked.
No, when Adventure Time came into Cartoon
When the
Network.
Fire Nation. Sorry.
Whatever. But like right, everything started to try to copy Adventure Time's wacky, zany randomness. But Adventure Time made it work, and they were consistent, and like the characters in the world were interesting.
That's when the
But
animation was like straight up just copy and paste. It was like, yo, copy that. Copy that.
yeah, and I like to use the very black and white example of like, hey, Adventure Time, and then let's do something that's crazy, wacky, super random, super weird. Like, what about someone who's their uncle, grandpa? You know what I mean? Like that's like wacky, like their grandpa and their uncle, and they have a pizza best friend, and their pizza best friend has sunglasses, and he's Pizza Steve. And see, isn't all this just like corporate shit to like get you to be, oh, we're gonna be like Adventure Time, and be like
It
Jake,
made
we're
me
gonna be
so
cool.
sad thinking about that show. Like
Yeah,
that show
right.
was awful. The show was fucking awful.
But other shows that replicated the wacky random zaniness but did their own spin and own way was regular show, right? Like it was chill. It was
Money. It'll
yeah,
save
dude,
your life one day.
right? I think Adventure Time is a great show, but in my personal opinion, the greatest of kids shows that I'm kind of glad it was like near the end of my kid watching shows was a regular show. You know what I mean? I think it holds
I
up to this
still
day.
watch the regular show to this day. And I mean,
Regular show is
I
I
am
think
close
probably
enough.
the best kid cartoon show for
Close
kids.
enough not for kids, but
Close Enough is our personal favorite show. Like, oh my god, bring it back! We were devastated when they canceled Close
three
Enough, dude.
seasons all we got.
What, dude? I will fund JG Quintel myself. JQ Quintel. I don't fucking know.
Yo, we can be pricks and we can just have them make episodes just for us, and it'd be like Wu-Tang albums, but like regular show episodes. Put it
Oh
on the
my
shelf.
god.
What's that? That's the lost episodes of regular show.
All right, well, we've been
Call
doing this for about an hour. Before we end today's episode, I'm thinking I bring up the weirdest show of all time,
Oh, would you look at that? What?
Mr. Meaty.
It's another show I forgot about for a good
That
reason.
it was a show that had short episode clips, and it
It
was
was like
always
15
really
minutes long.
gross, creepy, and weird. But I would always watch it.
Yeah, I
I
would
would
always watch it, and I would be like, "Why am I? What is what?" It
because
was
like,
funny because they were puppets, so it was just like, "What?"
but like they would do some really scary, gross things sometimes. Remember
Like
they had like a tapeworm.
everything they did, yeah, the tape, anything they would do with meat was so gross.
I remember there was like a guy that, and whenever the puppets
The
got
guy made
angry,
of
they looked
meat. Oh,
scary.
uh,
Gee,
oh
I'm
my
probably
god.
looking at some clips because the oh man.
I was not a big fan of. I technically, I guess I was because I watched it, a lot of it, but it was just. It was
I
one of
was a
those. It's like
fan in
watching
horror,
a
bro.
car
It just I
accident, bro.
enjoyed it in the worst way. I was
It's a
not
car.
having.
It's like watching a car accident. You're like, I can't stop. Why
I
am I
can't
still
look
looking?
away from the horror. Like,
It's like, why?
yeah, and that's why I give Mr. Meaty a 9 out of 10. And
I'll give it a good old
give it a good old
medium
7,
rare.
medium rare. I don't know if I'd like. I don't know if you'd watch. I think it's a historical moment in kids' cartoons of like, what the fuck were
It's
we
like it's just
thinking?
one like there's got to be like there always has to be those like 5 weird cartoons for every generation so they can just like look back at it in 10, 20 years and be like, why the fuck did they make that?
Yeah, and Mr. Meaty is definitely one of them.
Yeah, or
All right, Rob.
fucking Red and Stimpy. All right, later, loser. I said it first.
Well, I wasn't gonna. I was gonna like. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us for this episode of the Rob and Sean Show, and it's been fun talking about old cartoons with everyone, and we will be seeing you next time. He just left, so.